Hi guys, I am doing a makeup tutorial in this video. I swear people have actually been asking me this on my live streams. I'm not doing this for invisible comments. But yeah, I low-key don't know how to explain makeup, so I hope this helps. But yeah. First I used this moisturizer, which I don't really know if this makes a difference. But basically, I just put it like here and like don't forget your neck. Next I do mascara, which I feel like some people might be confused by because most people do like foundation and stuff next, but you will see why in a second. And I just curl the freak out of my eyelashes. I use this curler, it's from e.l.f. I think. Honestly, I don't think the eyelash curler you use really matters, and this matters. This is the best mascara ever. I've been using it for literal years. This is what they look like curled. I feel like my biggest mascara tip is making sure you're getting it like at the top rather than like getting your whole lash covered in mascara. I think just make sure the very like tip of your eyelash has mascara on it so it makes them look longer, if you know what I'm talking about. And I personally do my bottom lashes too. And this situation all over my eyes right now is exactly why I do my mascara before anything else. So now I go in with some of my micellar water and Q-tips and I clean it all up. I've tried to not get it everywhere, but I literally don't know how. Okay, now that that's all off, I put on Lumi Glotion and the e.l.f. Power Grip I can't say it. I actually cannot say e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, whatever. Okay, I basically just like go like this with both of them. I'm also not entirely sure that the Lumi Glotion actually adds anything to this, because I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Halo Glow next, so I feel like you'll get something glowy either way. Okay, I just rubbed that in, and now I use e.l.f. Halo Glow. I know people say to let your primer sit, but honestly, whenever I let mine sit, it gets like too sticky to the point where it's like not good. And I kind of just put it on like this. And then I blend it out with a beauty blender, which I usually spray with a spray bottle just to make it like a little bit damp, because I heard you're supposed to do that. Okay, it's all blended in. Also, I use this IT CC cream if I'm wanting more like full coverage, but my skin has been clearer and it's like the summer, so I want more of a glowy look, and I like the texture of the e.l.f. Halo Glow more than this. So yeah, but if you want full coverage, this is really good. Next, I use this Tower 28 concealer, and everyone's been talking about it, but honestly for a reason, because I actually really like this concealer. It doesn't leave me cakey, and yeah. So I kind of just put it under my eyes, on my forehead, because apparently like I see other people do that, so I do it too. Under my nose, because my nose gets red, and then anywhere else where I have like pimples or acne scars. And then I also blend it in with a beauty blender. And this concealer, I would say, gives pretty good coverage. I mean, not enough to cover up this like giant like cyst that I have on my face right now, but other than that, it's pretty good. Then I do bronzer, which I'm kind of extra, so I use the Rare Beauty one and this Physicians Formula one. I first go in with the Rare Beauty one. I'm like running out, but I put it like here. I'm running out. This is actually a struggle. But I put it on my eyelids too, because I don't know how to do eyeshadow, but yeah. And then I just blend it out, obviously. And then I go in with the other bronzer in literally like the exact same places as the Rare Beauty one. I'm going very heavy on the bronzer. First of all, because I'm pale. Second of all, it's like the summer, I kind of want to look bronze. And then also because I use a lot of powder later, and that makes everything look like a lot lighter, I feel like. And yeah, because I have no choice but to use a bunch of powder because my skin is super oily. Like I remember when Love Island was still going, everyone was commenting about how Kenzie needed to start using powder, but like she was out in the Fiji air. If you put me in Fiji and I put on like so much powder, I still would have looked like that. So I get it completely. I honestly think she probably was wearing powder. Then for blush, I use the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy. And I've literally had this blush since like sophomore year of high school. I'm going into my sophomore year of college now. And somehow it has yet to show any sign of running out. So I'm a little confused on that. But yeah, I also, when I'm blending this out, I also bring it like a little bit on my eyelids because again, I don't know how to do mascara, but I still want like some type of color on my eyelids. Okay, time for powder. This is a very important step for me because as I said earlier, I have like the most greasy, oily skin on the planet. But yeah, I use this Huda Beauty powder in the shade Pound Cake, I think. I literally, when I say I put it everywhere, I put it actually everywhere. I know it's different, like if you have drier skin, maybe don't put it everywhere like I do, but every single part of my face has to be covered in this. And this is why I go so heavy on the bronzer. Okay, I think you're supposed to let it sit for a little bit, but I get really impatient, so I usually let it sit for like a few seconds, and then I just take it all off with a brush like this. For powder blush, I use this NARS one in the shade Dominant. And yeah, I kind of just go like this. I try and go kind of light on it, because I know the Rare Beauty blush is very like, what's the word? Pigmented. So yeah, but also I feel like you kind of need both blushes. Like maybe not really. I've done years without doing powder blush, but then I was like, oh, am I supposed to be doing this? You guys, I promise I actually got asked to do this like multiple times. I really don't know what I'm doing right now, but. Okay, then for highlighter, I use the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. And I just put like a lot on my nose like that because look how good that looks. And yeah, and then I put it on the inner corner of my eyes a little bit. For my eyebrows, I literally just brush them into place with this clear mascara. I don't really know how to do eyebrows, so this is all I've done for like my whole life. And my current favorite lip combo is using this Milk tint in the shade Fresh and just like putting it on my lips. This stuff lasts for so long. Then I use the e.l.f. Cream Glide lip liner in the shade Pinky Swear. And then this is, in my opinion, the best lip gloss ever. It's the Too Faced Lip Injections lip gloss. I have it in the shade Strawberry Kiss. I'm running really low on it. But yeah, it like plumps your lips up because my lips are really small. And finally, I use this One Size setting spray, partly because it's really fun to use, but I think other people think it's really good. But I don't really notice anything about setting spray ever. Anyways, here is the finished look. This is for anyone who was asking about what my makeup tutorial was. I swear I'm not doing this for like invisible comments. People were asking me on my live streams, both here on TikTok and on YouTube too. So yeah, thank you so much for watching if you actually made it to the end.